Hi, my name's Airoh. I go by they, them pronouns. And I just wanted to update y'all about my plans with top surgery. So basically, last time I made a video about top surgery, I said how I talked to my doctor who does all my trans things for him, for me, and I call him my trans doctor anyways. So I went and saw my trans doctor, and he sent the email to the government for a request for prior approval. So a couple weeks after that, I think it was 2.5 weeks later, I got a letter back from the government, and it had like this, and I saw it, and I opened it up, and it was a letter from the government, and they said that, I said, Dear Airoh, this letter is to confirm that based on the documents submitted above, the above named patient has received Ontario Ministry of Health and Long-Term Care Ministry approval of Ontario Health Insurance Plan, insured sex reassignment surgery. This patient meets eligibility requirements and is accordingly approved for bilateral mastectomy to be performed at the Centre of Metropolitan Chirurgie Plastique in Montreal, Quebec. I can't pronounce that. Chirurgie? I don't know. Anyways, basically, I got a approval, which is really exciting. And this letter was sent to my trans doctor. I requested for it to be sent to my my general practitioner, and it would also be sent to my surgeon. So originally I was planning on going and choosing Dr. McLean in Mississauga, but in my last video I talked about how I actually changed decisions around that and wanted to go to the clinic in Montreal, so see Dr. Broussard. But it wouldn't actually be Dr. Broussard, it'd be Dr. Bellinger, because Dr. Broussard doesn't really perform top surgery. He mostly just does bottom surgery. So I'd be seeing Dr. Bellinger, which I'm kind of afraid about because there's like no results anywhere online. There's like 2 and it's like, but I'll provide that hopefully. So that's good. But I'm excited just to have top surgery. I'm so excited, and everything's going through, which is awesome. So yeah, so after I got that, I called the Montreal clinic, and they said that because like they'd gotten the letter, they would send me a package thing. So I got the package in the mail, and I actually ended up getting another one recently, but this is the same package. It's just because they messed up on my name somewhere, so it ended up they ended up sending me one for Aaron, which is not my name. But it's like still my same last name and my address, so it's the same person. But it basically was in is I got this little package, and it has their cards, and it had 3 things in it. So it had a letter talking a bit about the clinic and the Dr. Broussard and Dr. Bellinger, and then it's like say hello and welcome, and talking about the criteria for eligibility. So 1, referral letter from a qualified health practitioner, persistent well-documented gender dysphoria, capacity to make a fully informed decision and to give consent for the treatment, 18 years of age or over. If medical health concerns are persistent, they must be well controlled, and their adequate treatment and management must be well documented, and the same thing for mental health. And then it said like, you don't have to be 18 years of age or over, but if you're you have to be over 16, and if you're 16 to 18, you must have both, it says ample time of living in desired gender role, and have 1 year of testosterone treatment. So, which you'll have to have, and then it says, in order to proceed with opening your file and having it evaluated by our clinical team, GRS Montreal must receive the following documents. Medical report from your primary care physician attesting to your good health. Current list of medications provided by pharmacy. The health questionnaire included. A photo of yourself head to toe. Pictures of your chest, front, and each side. And then for patients 16 to 18, well-documented experience of living inside gender role, hormone therapy from prescribing physician. So, in addition to above documents, Ministry of Health and Social Services requires the following documents. Main letter of recommendation issued by a professional with the appropriate professional and clinical training that documents all of the required elements with a minimum follow-up of 6 months. And then a secondary letter of recommendation independent of the main letter of recommendation. So I don't have a secondary letter, but I was a little worried because I didn't actually see that. I mean, I read through this package a few times, but I guess I just missed it. But when I went in and I did get the first letter from my trans doctor, and he didn't seem to be worried about it. So, and I also haven't seen him for 6 months, but I have had follow-ups from other people, and I don't know. I don't know. He seemed like it was fine. Just give me the letter, and he had the letter that he had was basically like a template, and then he just filled it out, and so I assume that he's done this before, so he knows, like, he would have mentioned it if it was an issue, because he just said, okay, you're good to go, kind of thing. And so I have everything else, and if it's an issue and I'm missing something, I'm sure that once I send it there, they'll be like, hey, you actually need a secondary letter, and I'll be like, oh, and then I will like fax or send them a secondary letter, which is annoying if that happens, but I don't know if that'll happen. Anyways, basically, there's that, and then it went in and talks about surgical techniques, so talking about basically doing like peri-areolar or like keyhole, like if you can't have that, then they're going to do an inverted T. Yeah. And it says the cost, and it says that it'll be paid for, but it'll be about $40 for medications for when you return home. And it also said that you needed a $50 consultation. And it says that it'll pay for it'll be performed in a private hospital, and then I'll have 3 days where I'll be able to stay in the Gîte de Margot, and meals are included, so it's a hotel. Yeah, and when I did call them, they seemed pretty friendly and nice, so that's good. Yeah, and so I have my letter here, which has all of my stuff in it, including my nudes, and the letter from my trans doctor, and the health, the rest of the things in this package, which I forgot to say. Oh goodness! Basically, it has a medical health history, and it has a health status information thing, which basically talks about your mental health, different mental health conditions, and then it says like level of functioning. Anyways, so I have all my documents. Probably gonna send it off today, and I'm super excited and really looking forward to top surgery. And yeah, so that is all. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.